Hello, welcome back to e-commerce lecture series, lecture 1 part for a classification of e-commerce business model. So we have 3 parts for this, considering e-commerce types, different e-commerce types. So we know the e-commerce model or e-commerce types here are categorized based on the interacting entities or participants. This presentation will explore the various types of e-commerce business models, their characteristics, and the real-world application. We all know that e-commerce has evolved into a diverse landscape with various business models emerging to cater to different needs and different market segments. The classification of this model is based on the types of entities, based on the participants involved in the transaction, such as business, consumer, or government. Understanding the different e-commerce models is crucial and is important for companies to set strategies or to strategize, position themselves effectively, and capitalize on emerging opportunities. We will explore the key characteristics and the real-world example of the major e-commerce business model in this presentation. So now we look at the first model of business, B2C, business to consumer. Business to consumer or B2C e-commerce connects companies directly with individual customers through online platforms. We also have the characterized simple purchasing process, 24/7 accessibilities, and digital marketing focus. These models streamline transactions, allow consumers to complete purchases with just a few clicks, making online shopping effortless and convenient. 24/7 and 24 hours a day, 7 days a week accessibilities. Customer can browse and purchase products anytime from anywhere, breaking traditional shopping time and location constraints. And digital marketing focus, that's the character of e-commerce. Success relies on strategic digital marketing through sales engine optimizations and social media advertising and influencer partnerships. So the first model is business selling to consumer, or B2C or business to consumer. This model connects the companies directly with individuals through online platforms, many channels, right? This also allows for a simple purchasing process with streamlined transaction, enabling customers to complete purchases in just a few clicks. And you can complete the order and wait for receipt the product delivered to our door. B2C also provides 24/7 accessibilities, allowing customers to browse and purchase products anytime from anywhere. Success in B2C relies on strategic digital marketing through sales optimization, social media advertising, and influencer partnerships. Right? For B2C example, we have Amazon.com, the world's largest B2C retailers, offering millions of products. For Shopee, we have leading B2C platform catering to Vietnamese consumer, for example, become now the top and the very popular now. Tiki also another prominent B2C platform in Vietnam, but not as big as that. So we can look at the data to figure the market share account acquired by each platform. So again, we know that Amazon is still the world's largest B2C retailers, but not so popular in Vietnam as Shopee or Tiki, but Amazon is trying to get the presence, increase the presence now. With offering millions of products for consumers to browse and purchase online. Shopee is the leading B2C platform catering specifically to Vietnamese consumer, providing them the access to a wide range of products and services. Tiki is another prominent B2C platform in Vietnam, similar to Shopee, in offering Vietnamese consumer a convenient online shopping experience. These are examples showcase the diverse range of B2C businesses that have emerged to serve the needs of consumers in different markets around the world. We look at now the B2C real world application. AI-driven recommendation. B2C e-commerce continues to evolve with AI-driven recommendation, enhancing the shopping experience customer with suggested product and service customer can buy based on the history data of purchases. And personalized shopping platforms also offer personalized shopping experience tailored to individual preferences. And subscription-based service like Amazon Prime provide exclusive deals and faster delivery, enhancing customer loyalty. So B2C's e-commerce landscape continue to evolve nowadays, with AI-driven recommendation plays a key role in enhancing the shopping experience. Platforms are now offering highly personalized shopping experiences tailored to individual customer preferences and behavior. And subscription-based services like Amazon Prime includes exclusive deals. Customer can enjoy faster deliveries and other priorities, helping to build a strong customer loyalty based on the subscription-based services. You can look at the screen. The image on the slide depicts a futuristic shopping interface showcasing how AI and virtual realities VR are transforming the online shopping experience, right? We can see the advantages for businesses from B2C: larger customer base, lower operation cost, 24/7 sales, and also we can see the advantages for consumer. Advantage for business and advantages for consumer includes the convenience, variety, better pricing due to the competition. And B2C still have some disadvantages like high competition, dependency on digital marketing, and customer trust issues. It takes time to build a brand online, build the trust of customer online. So as businesses, the key advantages of B2C e-commerce are larger customer base, lower operational costs, and the ability to generate sales 24/7, and wider market reach. For consumer, the main benefits are convenience, access to a wider variety of products, and better pricing due to increased competition among sellers. However, there are also some disadvantages to consider, such as high competition, because lots of people can join e-commerce now, and many sellers come from any corner of the world. A strong dependency on digital marketing and potential customer trust issues that need to be addressed. Overall, we know that B2C e-commerce presents both opportunities and challenges for both businesses and consumers. Understanding these pros and cons is important when evaluating the viabilities of this sales model. Now we look at the second business model, B2B. B2B stands for business to business e-commerce. The largest form accounts for 95% of volume of sales, right? But B2C popular because of largest number of participants, individuals, millions of people in the world, right? And B2B, millions of business join. So B2B definition, we have businesses selling goods or services to other businesses, typically involving professional relationships and formal agreement. Import-export is one of the popular B2B, right? And the other in the supply chains is also the B2B, right? High value transactions, larger scale orders, and bulk purchases characterize B2B commerce, often involving extensive negotiation and detailed contracts. And specialized platform, B2B transactions typically occur through dedicated marketplace and private networks, supporting longer sales cycles and complex procurement processes. So again, we have B2B or business to business refers to the sales of goods and services between companies rather than directly to consumer. This transaction typically involves a professional relationship, formal agreement, and high value orders, big orders, or bulk purchases or repeated purchases, right, between business and business. B2B commerce often features longer sales cycle, many times repeated orders, right, repeated transaction, complex procurement processes, and specialized platform or marketplaces to facilitate this transaction among the members, right, of the platform or member of the marketplaces. Alibaba is one popular example you can consider. The key characteristics of B2B are the scale of the transaction, the formal nature of the relationship, and the specialized tools and processes involved in the B2B transaction, in the B platform or marketplace. So now again we look at the outstanding examples of B2B. Alibaba.com is also always the first one, right? A global B2B marketplace connecting manufacturers and wholesalers around the world. Dozens of millions of companies registered here to find the partners, the buyers, suppliers, and sellers here. And Amazon Business is also a specialized platform for companies to buy supplies and bulk orders on the platform of Amazon. So Amazon expanded not just on B2C anymore, it's also have B2B business, right? And for the private network, so we can look at the example of Walmart private B2B network, which optimizes suppliers interaction to ensure efficient restocking for the supply for the Walmart networks of supermarkets. So again, we have Alibaba is a global B2B marketplace that connects manufacturers, millions of manufacturers, dozens of millions of manufacturers and wholesalers around the world. Yeah, one of the first and the most popular of China's B2B platform, but operates globally. The second example is Amazon Business. Is a part of Amazon.com, but specialized on business-to-business transaction. This specialized platform allows companies to purchase supplies and bulk orders. And Walmart, a kind of another B2B platform that Walmart has developed a private B2B network to optimize the interaction with suppliers of Walmart and ensure efficient restocking of their supermarket, their stores. So to ensure the efficient stocking, Walmart built and developed a private B2B network to connect with suppliers. And these examples demonstrate how leading companies are leveraging B2B platforms and networks to streamline their procurement and supply chain processes. We also look at some we will look at some real-world application of B2B, like supply chain automation, improve efficiency and reduce the procurement costs. Right? For supply chain automation, we know that many manufacturers and wholesalers leverage B2B e-commerce to automate their supply chain based on the platform. They share the information of the store, and then the supplier know when to deliver the supply for the stock, right? And all this can be supported by the AI, the automation of the processes. Improve the efficiency. B2B platforms help businesses improve the operational efficiency through the procedures in the platform, with data sharing, with automation and calculation, right? And reduce the procurement cost. E-commerce solution help business reduce procurement costs significantly through the platform with automated transaction, with formal transaction through the platform. So this really a lot of application of real world application of B2B activities. So you see that manufacturers, again, you see that manufacturers and wholesalers are using B2B platform to streamline their supply chain processes, from inventories management to order fulfillment. And B2B e-commerce also help business to reduce procurement costs by digitizing and optimizing purchasing workflows. Look at the image, you can see that the trend now, the near future, a modern and automated warehouse with robotic system and digital interfaces, highlighting the real world application of B2B e-commerce technologies with automation, AI, and data analysis to support these activities. So now we can compare B2B and B2C commerce, B2B and B2C commerce comparison based on the pricing structure, based on the customer relationship and transaction processes. B2B often involves bulk pricing and custom quotation quotes through negotiation, whereas B2C has a fixed price displayed directly to consumers. For customer relationship, we know that B2B relies on long-term partnerships and dedicated account management, while B2C focus on broad customer acquisition and one-time purchase. B2B long-term repeated purchase. B2C larger range of customer and one-time purchase important. And for transaction processes, B2B involves multiple approval steps and complex negotiation, even based on the platform or the marketplace. While B2C transactions are typically instant and straightforward based on a few steps. So we know that B2C and B2B are different, totally different business model and have some key differences. In their pricing, their customer relationship and transaction processes, they are different. Again, in B2B, pricing is often negotiated through bulk orders and custom quotation, while B2C has fixed publicly displayed prices on the website. For example, B2B prices are hidden and based on the negotiation because of larger order volume of transaction. B2B relies on long-term partnership and dedicated accounts management, while B2C focuses more on broad customer acquisition, individual customer acquisition on broader range and one-time purchases. The B2B transaction processes tend to be more complex, involving multiple approval, different departments involved, different levels of manager of companies involved, while B2C transactions are typically straightforward and instant from the customer and the e-commerce system automation, right? These differences reflect the distinct needs and dynamic of serving the business and serving the individual customers. Now we look at the number three. Now we've got number three, this e-commerce model, that's C2C or consumer to consumer. C2C e-commerce facilitates transaction between individual consumers through a third-party platform. So we have a third-party platform facilitates consumer to do transaction on this platform. That can be include the peer-to-peer transaction, marketplace security, and flexible pricing models, right? For peer-to-peer transaction, we know that individuals sell goods or services directly to others, but through online platform of the third party. And a platform provide payment security and dispute resolution for services for individual involved, like eBay, for example, right? And flexible pricing model. Sometimes seller can choose between fixed pricing or auction or bartering system provided by the platform. So C2C is the third most popular e-commerce model, connects individual consumers to buy and sell goods and services directly with each other. This is facilitated through the online platforms that provides a marketplace for this peer-to-peer transaction, and the platforms offer payment security and dispute resolution services to build trust and enable this consumer-to-consumer exchanges. Sellers have flexibilities in pricing models, able to choose fixed prices, auction, or even bartering system, different options to buy and sell on the platform. So for example, eBay, we still can choose auction, we still can choose fixed price, and also the bartering system, exchanging system. This allows more personalized and dynamic pricing compared to traditional retail. So that's why it's become the third most popular online e-commerce model. Right? Again, we look at the examples, like the most outstanding example, of course, eBay, right? One of the first and most successful long history of global online auction and marketplace. And Facebook marketplace, right? We have Facebook marketplace, the local platform for C2C selling now, from just a social network but become the C2C platform. And Vietnam, for example, we have chợ tốt, the good market in English, right? Good market. Chợ means the market, tốt is good market. Vietnamese platform for C2C transaction. So again, eBay is always the global online auction and most outstanding, most successful, and marketplace where individuals can buy and sell a wide range of products. Facebook marketplace is a local platform that enables a person-to-person selling and buying within communities. Chợ tốt is a Vietnamese platform specifically designed for consumer transaction and commerce. we look at the C2C real-world application, sharing economy, sustainability, and local transaction. For sharing economies, we know that C2C e-commerce has grown due to the sharing economy trends. And for sustainability, we know that platforms like Postmark and Depop encourage second-hand fashion sales, reducing waste. And for the local transaction, we know that C2C platforms facilitate local buying and selling within the communities. That's really good for local. So again, we know that C2C or consumer to consumer e-commerce model has grown due to the rise of sharing economy trends now, where people are more open to exchanging and sharing goods and services. A platform like Postmark and Depot are facilitated second-hand fashion sales, are encouraging sustainability by reducing waste and promoting a circular economy. And C2C platforms enable local transaction and buying selling within communities, fostering a sense of community and reducing the environmental impact of shipping. So C2C platform also enhance the local transaction within the communities, so the reducing the environment impact of shipping. The illustration here you can see on the slide depict the C2C sharing economy concept. With people exchanging various of items and sustainability icon, highlighting the community-focused nature of this transaction. So that's another some example of real-world application of C2C e-commerce model. And C2C is also facing some challenges of security, of trust, and the transaction management. Consumer buying and selling directly to each other face-to-face challenges compared to traditional e-commerce. Security is a major concern. As there are risks of fraudulent sellers and buyers trying to take advantage of others. And trust, without strong buyer protection policies, users may hesitate to make transactions due to a lack of trust in the process. And for transaction management, the lack of standardized pricing and shipping options can make managing transaction and logistics much more complicated for C2C sellers. Number four, the e-business model is C2B consumer to business commerce enable individual to provide value directly to companies through various channels. We have freelance service, we have content creation, and we have platform-based exchange. So C2B is C2B or consumer to business e-commerce enable individuals to provide value directly to companies. This allows for new type of business relationship and transaction. We have three key examples here. The freelance service, that is independent professionals offer specialized creative and technical services directly to businesses through online platform. And we have content creation. Content creators and influencers monetize their reach and creativities by partnering with businesses for marketing and promotion. And platform exchange by exchange means digital platforms facilitate secure transactions and connection between individual service providers and businesses. We also look at some other typical C2B example like Fiverr, platforms where freelancers sell services to companies, and Upwork, freelance marketplace connecting professionals with businesses, and Shutterstock, individuals sell stock photos to businesses. So yeah, many more model of C2B is developing, right? Provide job opportunities for individuals. Again, Fiverr is a platform where freelancers can sell their services directly to companies and businesses. And Upwork is a freelancer marketplace that connects a professional with business looking to hire them. Shutterstock allows individuals and photographers and artists to sell their stock photos and images to companies and organizations. These are all examples, outstanding example of the consumer to business or C2B business model where individuals provide product or individual provide the services directly to businesses, right? Online or on their platform. C2B real world application includes micro influencer, freelance platforms, user generated content. We know micro influencers, brands increasingly relies on micro influencers for marketing campaigns, demonstrating C2B's growing impact. Freelance platform means companies use a freelance platform for cost-effective hiring and user-generated content. Businesses leverage user-generated content for marketing and product development. So, again, micro freelancers are becoming increasingly important for brands as they provide an effective and efficient way to reach target audience through authentic and relatable contents. And companies are now leveraging freelance platform to access a diverse pool of talents for various projects and initiatives, demonstrating the growing part of the C2B model. And now businesses are tapping into the power of user-generated content, using it for both marketing purposes and to inform product development, allowing them to better understand and cater to their customers' needs and preferences. C2B benefits and also some kind of risks. We will look at the benefits and risks of C2B models. Benefits for businesses and benefits for individuals, and the key risks. C2B models or cloud to business offer significant benefits for both the business and individuals. For businesses, access to flexible workforce allow companies to scale efficiently while keeping costs lower through on-demand talents. For individuals, the professionals gain global exposures and access to diverse opportunities across different industry and markets. And also some risks include both parties face challenge like payment dispute and managing inconsistent work volume throughout the year. So yeah, again we know that C2B models or cloud business offer significant benefits for both. For business, the flexible workforce allows them to scale efficiently and keep costs lowering by tapping on demand talents. For individuals, the C2B model provides a global exposure and access to diverse opportunities across different industry and markets. However, both parties here face some key risks, including potential payment disputes and managing the inconsistent work volume throughout the year long term. So it's important to carefully navigate these benefits and risks to ensure a successful C2B partnership. We look at number 5 model is the B2G. Number 5 is B2G, business to government e-commerce. Business to government e-commerce facilitates the transaction between private companies and government agencies through regulated digital channels. We will look at the regulated procurement, contracts and tenders, and large-scale transaction. Government procurement is highly regulated with standardized bidding system and protocols that companies must comply with. And companies compete through formal bidding processes to secure government contracts and tenders for large-scale projects like infrastructure, IT system, or logistics services. And for large-scale transactions, we know that this B2G deals typically involve significant investment and project for both the private companies and the government agency. Some outstanding and popular B2G example, we look at the government e-procurement system. We look at the IBM government solution. We look at Microsoft government services. We know that for government e-procurement system, digital platforms where businesses participate in companies bidding for government contracts through secure, standardized procurement system. For example, another example is IBM government solutions. Provide a comprehensive IT infrastructure and cloud computing solution to government agency and enabling the digital transformation of public services. And also we look at the Microsoft government services delivers standard specialized technologies, services, and secure cloud platforms are designed specifically for the government entities and public sector operations. So again, we have so many example of business provide the service for the government. So government e-procurement system are digital platforms that allow business to compete competitively bid on government contracts through secure standardized procurement. That's a bidding platform, right? Procurement processes of the government to support the government buying. And IBM provides a service for the government. Microsoft provides service for the government. IBM government solution provides a comprehensive IT infrastructure for the government agency. A cloud computing solution to help government agency to implement digital transformation and modernize public services. And another example is the Microsoft government services delivers specialized technologies, services, and secure cloud platform tailored specifically for government entities and public sector operations. So that's lots of example of B2C e-commerce. And in the real world, we also know some application of B2C real world application in the COVID-19 response. During the COVID-19 pandemic, governments leverage B2C e-commerce to source medical equipment efficiently. And for infrastructure projects, B2C platform facilitates bidding for large-scale infrastructure projects and digital transformation. Government uses B2C to acquire technology solution for digital transformation initiatives. So you know that this real-world example demonstrates the versatilities and the value of B2G e-commerce for government across a range of use cases. You see that. Again, you know that COVID-19 pandemic has highlighted the critical role of B2G e-commerce in enabling government to quickly source and procure essential medical equipment. Yeah, so B2 business support the government in this pandemic time. And B2G platform also facilitate the bidding process for the large-scale infrastructure project, making it easier for the government to identify qualified vendors and award contracts. And government are increasingly leveraging B2G solution to support their digital transformation initiative, acquiring the technologies and services needed to modernize operation of the government agency and improve citizen services. Right? So that's lots of example of real-world application of B2G, right? And B2G transaction complexity and compliance. So we have complexity and compliance of B2G. For complexity, it requires extensive document and legal approval with multiple layers of paperwork and verification processes of B2G transaction. And the compliance here means that company must adhere to strict policies and allow the strict policies and obey the strict policies and bidding procedures following detailed government regulation. So again, we know that complexity requires extensive document, legal approvals, and multi-layered verification processes. And compliance means companies must strictly obey the government, follow the government policy, bidding procedures, and detailed regulation. Another example, number 6, is a C2C, government to consumer. Government to consumer. A lot of services like government to consumer. So C2C e-commerce allow government to offer services and communicate with citizens online. The digital governance and efficiency, the e-services improved efficiency in government operation and service delivery. The citizen access portal includes using the portal that allow citizens to use the portal for administrative tasks and government services. And also security measures often requires identity verification to ensure secure transactions. So again, we know that government to consumer or C2C e-commerce allow government to offer services, communicate with the citizen online through the platform, through the apps, through the portal. And e-services improve efficiency in government operation and service delivery. Citizens use the online portal to access the administrative tasks and the government services. That's very convenient, right? And also for secure transaction often required by the platform to require identity verification to ensure privacy and safety for the consumer when doing and using the e-government services. The most outstanding government C2C example includes IRS e-filing in US, for example, and Vietnam's National Public Service Portal example, and e-government solution. We know that the C2C or government to citizen refer to digital platform and services that connect citizens with their government in an efficient and accessible way. So first we have the IRS e-filing system in the United States, which allows the citizen to submit their tax returns digitally through a secure government platform, very convenient, right? And this makes tax filing process much more convenient and streamlined for citizens. In Vietnam, we have Vietnam National Public Service Portal, a platform that connects citizens with a wider range of government services through a unified digital interface in the last few years, maybe since 2023, 24, 25. This makes it easier for Vietnamese citizens to access the services they need from the government. And also we look at the broader category of e-government solution, digital platforms that enable citizens to efficiently access public services through integrated online platform and system. All these type of platforms are becoming increasingly common as government strive to digitize and modernize their service delivery. We will look at the C2C efficiency improvement. C2C efficiency improvement for the faster processing, for reduced paperwork, and for enhanced transparency. So C2C provides the service for the government, from the government to citizen. That's a faster processing of services. For example, export renewal, export application, reduce paperwork and in-person visits, reducing a lot, make it more convenient and save a lot of for the community, for the society. Enhance the transparency through the digital tracking system that increase the quality of the service. So you look at this, you know that the key focus of this slides on how government to citizen C2C services can be made more efficient through various improvements. First, we look at we highlight the faster processing of services using the example of passport renewal as an example. This helps reduce wait time and improve the overall citizen experience, and also change the perception to the government services. Next, we look at the reduction of paperwork and in-person visits. By digitizing and automating more of the process, citizens can complete tasks remotely and with less hassle. Finally, we also emphasize on the importance of enhanced transparency through digital tracking system. This allows citizens to monitor the status of their request and get the visibility into the processes. Make sure we can track the process of the service, and then make the citizen feel better service quality. Overall, this efficiency improvements make government service more convenient, more streamlined, and accountable for the people. That make it better life, right? Better service. So now we can look at we look at 6 key from B2B, B2C, C2C, C2B, and B2Z and C2C. Right? Now we can have some e-commerce model comparison, right? You see on the screen, you see 6 model. B2C refers to direct sales from business to individual consumer, like Amazon connecting retailers with shopper. B2B, we have involves business to business transaction facilitated through platforms like Alibaba enable wholesale trades, right? And C2C, we have a peer-to-peer transaction between consumer enabled by platform like eBay. C2B is a reverse model with individuals selling services to businesses through the platform like Fiverr. And we have B2Z is a business government platform. Its business is serving government needs through the specialized e-procurement and digital solution business provide for the government. And C2C is the government services provided to citizens digitally, such as online tax filing, right, system. So we also look at the future trends in e-commerce, like blockchain, like AI-driven automation and cross-border e-commerce. We will look at in the next part of the video. Next few video is quite long right now, but you will look at the next video. For blockchain, enhancing the Technology is enhancing the security and transparency online transaction, building trust with customer. AI-driven automation, the second, is improving the customer experience and driving greater operational efficiency for e-commerce businesses. And we also look at the growth of cross-border e-commerce is allowing companies to expand their market reach globally, unlocking the new opportunities, right? So these are just a few of the exciting developments that are transforming the e-commerce landscape. We will look at that in deeper in information, in the knowledge in the next few slides and the next part of the video. Choosing the right e-commerce model is important. Includes identify the target audience, assess operation goal, evaluate market needs, and select appropriate model, right? The few steps to do that, to select the right e-commerce model. The key e-commerce models to consider are based on your target audience, you selling to business or consumer or the government. Assess your goals, operational goal, what your business objectives and skills you want to operate, and the resources you have available. Step 3, analyze the market demand and competitive landscape for your products or services. What are the needs and pain points you can address? And based on the audience goals and market analysis, select the e-commerce model that best align and will help your business to achieve your objectives. Now we look at the e-commerce success factors, some success factor. You can look at that details in more video in later, but this is overviews only. E-commerce success depends on delivering a great user experience. The great experience, intuitive interface and smooth navigation. The interface should be intuitive and navigation should be smooth. And the robust data protection and secure transaction are critical for building trust. We need that robust data protection and secure transaction. We also need the effective digital marketing strategies. They are the key to attracting and retaining customers. So again, effective digital marketing strategy is important. And also another factor is to provide responsive and helpful customer support is essential for keeping customers satisfied. Customer service is always the key. Responsive and helpful support. And last but not least is efficient order fulfillment and deliveries are crucial for important for meeting customer satisfaction. Again, last but not least, logistic efficient order fulfillment and delivery is always to meet the customer expectation. Expectation is the key to win. We also look at the e-commerce challenges, including the security threat, customer retention, technological adaptation, and regulatory compliance. We know that e-commerce faces a number of key challenges today. One major challenge is cybersecurity threat. Protecting customer data and preventing fraud is critical. So cybersecurity threat, protecting again data breaches and fraud. And another challenge is customer retention. Building loyalty in a highly competitive market is essential for long-term success. Customer retention, building loyalty in a competitive market is always the key to win. And keeping up with rapid technological changes and adapting to business is an ongoing challenge. So another challenge, number 3, is technological adaptation. Keeping up with rapid tech changes and regulatory compliance is also a significant challenge, as e-commerce laws and requirements are constantly evolving. So regulatory compliance is a key to keep up with gain the success in e-commerce. So following or obey to evolving e-commerce law is also another challenge because they are changing very fast. So for the conclusion, we have seen the difference. E-commerce model serve distinct market needs. Businesses must strategically select the appropriate models based on the target audience and operational goals, and future trends such as blockchain, AI-driven automation, and cross-border e-commerce will continue to shape digital commerce, right? So different e-commerce models have emerged to serve distinct market needs and customer preference. businesses must rely carefully, evaluate and strategically select the e-commerce model that best align with the target audience and the operational goals. Emerging trends like blockchain, AI-driven automation, and the growth of cross-border e-commerce will continue to shape the future of digital commerce and influence how businesses operate online. Companies that stay agile and adapt to these evolving technologies and market dynamics will be better positioned to thrive in the rapidly changing e-commerce landscape and gain the success. Thank you for watching. Good luck and success. See you in the next video.